This water system in Chicago provides nearly 1 billion gallons of water a day to the city and neighboring communities. It's an impressive network, but under the ground there is a major problem. For Chicago residents, the issue of lead piping is a major concern. It is estimated there are some 400,000 lead service lines running under the city, providing water to about 80% of all Chicago homes. The city's building code forced residents to install lead lines for decades and was only changed in 1986 following a federal ban.
We've seen the dangers of lead. We know it's not safe in any level, right? At no level. We know the harm, the irreversible harm that it's done. So yeah, we face a situation where if we do nothing, it's only going to get worse. And then more than that, we face a situation where, we're going to see more crises.
Chicago's Little Village is home to one of the most vibrant Latino communities in the country.
It's been contaminated for quite a few years.
But here, like in most areas of the city, the issue of outdated water infrastructure is a key concern. The Little Village Environmental Justice Organization focuses on the impact of sewer maintenance, as well as lead service lines that impact water quality.
When you have a lead service lines, it's like you're drinking water from a lead straw. So a lot of these homes are more than likely being impacted by lead in their water without even knowing it.
The scenario is repeated in cities across the US. In Flint, Michigan, the water issues that began in 2014 created a health crisis that continues to impact residents to this day. But change is on the horizon. A bipartisan infrastructure proposal worth some $1.2 trillion over 8 years would make much-needed upgrades to various infrastructure, including a $45 billion investment on water infrastructure.
I think it's a really historic moment, right? You have the federal government who's finally addressing this issue on lead service lines that has been impacting these communities for decades. Even if the infrastructure bill passes tomorrow, this is going to take years of implementation to make sure that these communities get their lead service lines replaced, or that they have water that they can drink in their homes.
But there are fears that the new water infrastructure won't be implemented equitably, while others fear the funds simply won't be enough.
We've been hearing this number of $45 billion, right, which seems adequate, but as we continue to figure out, where infrastructure needs to be replaced and we add to, that number of lead service lines, that may take that total higher to what it needs to be.
The overhaul of US water infrastructure presents a major challenge, but it is one that cannot be ignored. Dan Williams, CGTN, Chicago.